Hello and welcome. My name is Diana, and this is MetCon. It's our 13.0 week 4, which is our moderate contractions at our medium tempo. I'm so excited that you're here to move in this way, and I hope that this class really supports you feeling wonderful in your body. Today, we're going to use supplies that include a light to you dumbbell set. I'm picking my 5s. We're going to use one heavy to you kettlebell or dumbbell. I'm picking my 20-pound kettlebell. And then at the end of our workout today, we're going to use a wall surface. So we're going to need something that's going to support us like a wall. We want some nice space around us for our workout today. That could be you supporting yourself with a mat, or maybe you've chosen shoes on, shoes off, like I have, whatever is going to support you with movement today. We want that nice big glass of water or water bottle. And how this works is we're going to start off with a warm up. We're going to move into our MetCon 1 circuit with 3 exercises done for 7.5 minutes at 30 seconds each. After that, we're going to move into our MetCon 2 circuit, 3 new movements, rep-based. We're going to go ahead with 10 repetitions of each of those. And we're going to finish up today cooling the body down and bringing you back to that steady state that allows you to move on with your day and have a great day because you've supported yourself with movement. So if you're tracking your workout today with some type of device, go ahead and begin that timer now. And we're going to start our warm up with a yoga squat circuit of 5. So feet out wide, kind of like our sumo squat. We're going to drop down and actually press our elbows into our knees at the bottom, and then press up tall at the top, squeeze the glutes, lift the pelvic floor. Drop back down to the bottom, press those elbows into the kneecaps, and then lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes as you come up to the top. That's 2. And 3. Here's 4. And 5. And on this last one, we're going to hold it. It might feel good to bring some movement by shifting your weight from one foot to the other. And let's press up tall. Great work. Next, we're going to move into our progressive shoulder circles. So we'll start with our shrug circles, lifting, elevating, depressing, and then sweeping up and around. This is 3. Here's 4. And 5. Great work, friends. Fingertips to your shoulders. Let's take your elbows through those circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Full arm extension. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Next, we want a little bit of space, and we're going to take our walking hamstring stretch. So we'll step out and touch opposite hand to toe. Let's take about 5 steps in one direction. 3, and 4, and 5, and then take it back again for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and I've run out of room, so I'm going to go back this one with 1. Beautiful work, my friends. All right, from here, we're going to finish up with our behind the back deltoid stretch. So we're going to look to stretch the anterior deltoid. Let's bring one arm behind the back. You're going to catch the wrist with your other arm and give that arm a pull behind you until you feel a stretch through the front and top of that shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Release it. Take the second arm back behind, catch the forearm, and pull across. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's do it one more time on each side. First arm behind and pull. Breathe in. Breathe out. Second arm behind. Tall posture. Breathe in. Breathe out. Excellent work, friends. Treat yourself to a sip of water. We're going to go ahead and learn about the exercises that make up our MetCon 1, and we'll jump in. Today, we're going to start off with a goblet squat. So we're going to use that heavy to you weight right up at the chest. If you're holding the kettlebell, let's go ahead and hold it in this goblet grip. If you're using a dumbbell, I'm going to have you just grip it in that wine glass type position with your hands cupping around the top of that dumbbell right at the chest, okay? Our goblet squat, we're going to take our classic squat position through the feet so we're about shoulder distance apart. We're going to slightly turn those toes out, and you're going to work your most full range of motion that's comfortable in your ankles, hips, and knees, all right? That's our first exercise, 30 seconds of goblet squats. Number 2, we're going to do something called happy feet, and you can use your kettlebell or dumbbell as a reference, and we're just going to happily pick up one foot and then the other, engaging your core as you work that dynamic lift that's going to bring the heart rate up a bit. And then our last exercise, I'm going to recommend that you're going to grab those light to you dumbbells, but you could also do this weightless. And we're going to alternate through our curtsy lunge and take that side to side for our 30 seconds, okay? So MetCon 1, 30 seconds of goblet squat. We've got 30 seconds of happy feet, and we're going to finish up with our 30 seconds of our curtsy lunge. So great work, my friends. Let's go ahead and jump in with our goblet squat here in 7 seconds. 3, 2, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that out of your space or use it for your toes. Excellent work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure your space is clear. Light to you dumbbells and curtsy. Work this through your fullest range of motion. Maybe you're actually able to tap that back knee down to the floor surface. 3, 2, 1. Let's pick up that kettlebell or dumbbell again, and we're back to goblet squats. And release, happy feet. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear your space, curtsy lunge. 3, 2, 1. We're back to goblet squat. 3, 2, 1. We're back to happy feet. 3, 2, 1. We're back to curtsy. Good. 3, 2, and release. Great work, friends. We're back up into goblet squat. Here's our 1.5 minute warning, our final time through. 3, 2, 1. Last time through happy feet. 3, 2, 1. You've got it. Our last movement in this MetCon 1, curtsy lunge. Good. 4, 3, 2, and release it. Amazing work. Treat yourself to a sip of water, a short break, and we'll learn about our next circuit. Awesome, friends. All right, MetCon 2, we're going to start in place with a march in place split carry. And I have a client who's named this the Statue of Liberty. I love the name of that. So what we're going to do is hold that heavy to you dumbbell or kettlebell in one hand. We're going to hold our light to you dumbbell in the second hand. And we're going to take our march in place split carry for 10 repetitions of the march on each leg before switching sides. All right, that's our exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is a rear deltoid fly in our bent over position. We want to work a nice deep hip hinge with a flat back. And with those light to dumbbells, we're going to work that rear deltoid fly, 10 repetitions. Last but certainly not least, we're going to drop down high or modified plank. We're going to do an alternated shoulder tap and a push-up. The modified version looks almost identical, and we're going to take that shoulder tap into our modified push-up, okay? Go ahead and treat yourself to one more small sip of water. We're going to go ahead with 10 repetitions of each of those movements for our next 7.5 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and start it in 20 seconds, but if you want to get your weights in hand and get set for our Statue of Liberty march in place split carry, go ahead and prep. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tall posture, core tight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down, switch sides, press it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful work, friends. Grab that second light to you weight. Deep hinge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those aside. High plank or modified position. Shoulder tap 1, push up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gorgeous work. We're back up tall. Statue of Liberty carry and march. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch your sides. Tall posture. Shoulder stabilization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gorgeous work. Second, light to you, dumbbell in hand. Deep hip hinge. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those aside, clear space. Come on down. And here we go. Tap, tap, and 1. Tap, tap, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gorgeous work. We're up. Statue of Liberty carry. And here we go. Press it up and march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap. Good. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful, friends. Rear deltoid fly. Hinge it deeply, flat back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those down. Your version of the push-up. And here we go. Tap, tap, and 1. Tap, tap, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful work, friends. We're back up to that split carry. And here we go. 10, 9, belly button to spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch them. This is our 2-minute warning. And we're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Grab that second light to you. Wait, take that deep hip hinge. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gorgeous. Your push-up variation. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gorgeous work, friends. Whew. All right, we're back up tall. We've got 1 more minute. Let's march in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Second side. And up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. Take it down. Grab that second light to you, and we're going to finish it up with this final set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful work, beautiful people. Let's go ahead and rack those weights. Clear your space. Grab a sip of water. We're going to go ahead with our cool down. All right. I love to keep us standing for our first movement of our cool down while our heart rate's still really elevated. So let's take our feet out, hips or shoulder distance apart, preferably a little wider, like shoulder distance. We're going to take our hip circles, moving our torso in the opposite direction of those hips. 4 and 5. Good. Go ahead and take it the other way. Or 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. We're going to come right down beside that wall surface that I had suggested at the start. And we're going to come into our wall supported figure 4 glute stretch. So cross your right ankle over your left knee. Bring your hips in as close to the wall as allows you to keep your tailbone grounded, but gives you this fantastic stretch through that right hip and glute. Take a big breath in here. Deepen the stretch a little more on that exhale. And then go ahead and switch legs. Plant that sole of the right foot on the wall. Cross the left leg over. Excellent work, my friends. We're going to release that and we're going to just scooch ourselves right backward. And we're going to start, it's like hip bridge, but we're going a little wider in our feet. And we're going to take deer stretch. So we'll take both knees over to that right side and pause. Big breath in, big breath out, and then both kneecaps over to the left and pause. Big breath in and big breath out. Awesome. And then toggle back and forth. Here's 3 and 3. Hopefully you feel that across your hip flexors, but also up and down your low back, your side body. 2 and 3. Awesome work, my friends. Our final stretch is butterfly today. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and drop the knees out wide. You might bring a hand to your belly and a hand to your chest, feeling both your heartbeat and the rhythm of your breathing. Acknowledging yourself for the hard and intense work that you just put in for this class that hopefully set you up for a fantastic day ahead. And I want to thank you for joining me and invite you to spend as much time as you need right there in that final stretch. As always, I love to hear from you, your questions, comments, and concerns. So reach out. My email address is diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. I hope you go forward and have a fantastic day. And I'll catch up with you soon in our next class or your next live workout. Take care. Bye-bye.